Morning and good evening. The Duterte power always support the President Duterte do the right thing and follow the law, as our president say. Don't do bad things, don't be corrupted, and don't take shibu. Stay out of the drugs. I was just watching his video a while ago about the Coast Guard 117th birthday, which is really cool. I like it, the speech and what he was saying. Hopefully our president also is well and continuously be well. The only thing and the sad thing I want to say, and the bad news, which is not something I'm happy to say, of course I want him to, finish his term and continuously doing, much more than his term, because only 6 years he has to do so much in our country is not enough. It's really not enough, because like 6 years is like only a few months, and is not enough for a big job. It has to do in 6 years. It cannot be done. Really cannot be done. I just hope and would love to see him finish his term, but I unfortunately can't say. And for what I see and for what I most of know, he's probably our president. He will not even finish his term. As a different, don't take it wrong, don't be bad, but I just like future coming and seeing far ahead. What I just can see is maybe our president will not be able to even continue to be finishing his term. So this is a very scary times to see he might not be able to finish his term for other reasons, and probably health reasons and things like that. So this is so sad for me to be saying this, and for me to see that ahead already. And it's not only himself, probably also is another president, which is president of US. Maybe Donald Trump. He might not even finish his term either. Again, mostly kind of health reasons, and probably Donald Trump, he might not be able to finish his term on his office. And again, like I said, probably through health reasons. So I just wanted to say, like, hopefully, I don't want to say I'm wrong, and I don't want to say anything else, but this is what I can say, I can suggest, and what is ahead. So I just don't know much what to say, but I do hope you will be good for him to continue. So I was just seeing his speech for the Coast Guards, and it's so much it has to be done in our country, and so much to be changed, and we cannot change in 6 years. It's really impossible. So many things going on still in our country, which has just come out from home last week. And also my experience and everything what's been happening to me also back home, and for which I have been involved with the law, and I have been seeing so much. And it's impossible, because we still have a lot of corruption everywhere. We still have a lot of corruption in barangay. We still have a lot of corruption in our police. It's just really ridiculous, and there's no way our president cannot do this by himself. Even we try to get some parts and everything, but it's like other people, they don't want to change it, and they don't care who they are. They just like taking really the piss, and it's like they're showing they're not afraid of what our president is saying, because I really seen it. A lot of police, they are corrupted. And believe me, I was on it, because things happens to me back home. I mean, my house was robbed, and they took everything from my house. Everything, most of what is all worth in 100 to 150,000. So and when I arrived, and I see my house upside down. So the thieves, most of the thieves, yes, I caught most of the thieves, and then 5 of them went through the barangay. Barangay, if I don't push the police and everything, is really difficult. That's why the Filipino people, they cannot do it, because in the end of it, they give up. They give up for reasons why. One, barangay doesn't have much of authority of anything, you know, which they should, because from police to barangay, barangay is the second police. So I try to put it like, even in my community, in my place, in my where I live, in my compound, this barangay, the barangay captain and the barangay people who's working is like, no way. He just like, he's no authority. He's nothing. And they are all afraid of doing their jobs. They're not doing their jobs. For them, I've been pushing them to do their jobs. And I've been pushing them to bring all the thieves in the front of my face, which they did. But I had to work and I had to not threaten them, but I had to push it. Because if you don't do it, you know, I'm going to go somewhere else. And I'm going to push authority. And I'm going to complain. And I'm going to do a lot of stuff, which I would. And that's exactly what I was doing. So most of the barangays start working and start pushing it and start finding the people who stole everything from my house. They recover some of it, but they didn't recover all. Just some of it. Then I had to, it's like, not bribed, but it's not about I'm bribing them, but that's how it works. You know, in the Philippines, that's how it works. At this moment in time, it's like they don't do nothing for nothing, or they don't do their jobs because that's what their job is supposed to be. They don't do that. You have to put something in it for them to move their asses, for them to do their job. This is correct? No, this is not correct. This is still corruption, you know, because barangay people, captains, and, you know, the person who's in charge of the staff and everything, the head of the barangay, one is the captain, and the second of below the captain is another guy which is in charge of their staff, which is there are about 7 in my place, in community. So for what I had to do, they done something because I pushed it, and I went to see the captain. You know, I went to the office of the barangay, and I went to have a chat with the captain. I want to have a chat with the, you know, things like this, like that. And then if I don't get that, I'm going to go and make an appointment with the mayor of that place where I live. So, but the problem is like this. The captain is friends of the mayor, is family of the mayor. So that's why he's there. The guy who's in charge of most of the people outside of the barangay, he's the one who lives behind my house, you know, which he has a wall, which the like squatters, but they broke the wall and then they come in through my compound. And the person who's you know, in charge of most of the barangay, he lives right there at the back. Plus I know him because he's one of the guys who built my house. You know, he fixed my house and everything, and then some other houses I have, he's the one to be fixed. So when I arrived this time, I heard, oh, he's the head of the barangay at the moment. So, okay. But, you know, I know this guy for a few years and all that kind of stuff, but nothing is done without you passing anything. So what I did, okay, I done like this, because I know the person, the head of the barangay and all that kind of stuff for already about 4 years now. I told him, okay, do you know what I want to do? And I would like you to do, as you are the head of the barangay, and as we know, I know you, and we are okay, we're good friends, which is also corrupted anyway, by the way, but that's how it is. I would like you as your most of in charge of them, I would like you to have a proper uniform, show authority, to show authority to people. You're not just anybody or anything like that. You are barangay. You're second to the police. So I call them, you know, barangay police, community police. So that's what I wanted to put at the back. Barangay community police. Because from first of the police, they are the second. So they don't use a gun, they don't use anything. But in a sense, in kind of, they should. The only problem is, we're having a big problem is, barangay, they are corrupted. They know where the drug dealers are. They know who's the drug dealers. They know who's dealing inside the compound. And the head of the barangay, which is my colleague, my friend over there, and he's the one who works for me, building my homes. He knows the head of the people selling Shibu and things like that. But because he lives in a squatter at the back, and the people's dealing with it, this kind of big dealing with Shibu and everything, he knows it, but they're afraid because some of them, they're family of his. And then some of them, you know, they wear guns and everything, and he has a big group. So this is a big problem because I've been into the police. I had to bring a police guy into the barangay place, into the barangay office to complain and to tell this and that, and this is what I want you guys to do, because if you guys don't do it, I'm going to do something. I need to go somewhere else, which yes, everything is about money, but if that's what I had to do for them to do something, I was up for it. So start doing that. And then I went to the police a few times and everything. And the problem is like this. What I hate about it is, and what the law back home still is shit. It's completely, all the police still corrupt. When I start on this case, I went to the police. First, 2 police guys come in to investigate. See my house, yes. Oh, it's broken, yes, like this, like that. It's not much we can do. And so what? It's not much you can do. So he's telling me like all this kind of stuff. Normally, police should take notes. They should take, you know, what's going on, what you're saying to them, record it, and all that kind of stuff. Are you kidding me? None of it was done. None of it. So what these 2 police guys come in is like, he called other police from where the mayor, the municipal, they called another police. So it was already in the middle of the night because I arrived late at night home. They call these people, they come in and all kind of stuff. Again, they look around, they brought some barangay with them, and they brought one of the police coming like this, like that. Oh, it's not much we can do. What you have to do is just find out information around, see if somebody tells you anything, and then you can call us. I said, what? I'm the one who has to go and find that information. Oh, if we just catch one, if we just need to catch one. If we catch one, that one is going to open everything. So, wow, thanks a lot. I'm the one who has to go around and find out the information and all kind of stuff for me to call the police, go to the police. I have a suspect. Okay, oh, you have a suspect. That's good. All right. So, go to have a suspect. Okay, let's go. Go to the barangay. Tell the barangay and this and that. Actually, I pushed the barangay to find out the information, who got into my house, this and that, become to know who's the suspects and all that kind of stuff. And then I had to go to the police and then say, I have a suspect, I know who it is, this and that. So the police guy, oh, the police guy who was in your case is in vacation. What? He's in vacation. So if one police goes in vacation, that's it. Your case sits over there on the desk and nobody can do anything. So that's why I asked this police guy, excuse me. He started my investigation. Now, he took 5 days vacation. So what you're saying to me, I have to wait for 5 days for this guy to come back and then start my investigation, right? Is that what you're saying to me? Oh, sir, I have to see where he put the papers, because maybe he took the papers home. I said, what? He took the papers home? Are you kidding me? No, honestly, I said, are you kidding me, right? So one of you guys go on vacation and then all the cases stands over here on the table and nobody can do nothing until the other person comes back and start the investigation. So nobody takes over from him. Is that what you're saying? And that's exactly how it is. It's unbelievable. It's so terrible back home in the Philippines, the way we running, the way the law is running, and it's only one police for 500 cases. And if one police cannot even solve one case a day, because if they see you are Filipino and they tell you a lot of shit, and if you don't have money, you cannot go anywhere. You can, like, it's best. That's why a lot of our people, a lot of Filipinos, they don't trust police. They don't even go to police. You know, they don't even do nothing. Because when I was there, somebody come to complain to the police, and do you know what one of the police say? Sorry ma'am, you have to go to the barangay first to complain before you come over here to, you know, make a report. I couldn't believe it. Barangay doesn't do shit. Barangay, they stay home. They don't even work. They are home all the time sleeping. They're not doing anything. Even the captain, they are just like drinking, you know, and they're just not even around doing their job. They're supposed to be patrolling the compound and places like this. They're not even doing that. Why is the reasons? Because they have no budget. If you don't have no budget, you are a captain, you win the elections, you promise a lot of things, and you cannot provide. How can you continue in your post? This is so ridiculous. I need to continue my video on the different way, so because my time you might not be able to add this, but I'll see you in a minute. The 30 people also support the President Duterte, do the right thing. I'll be back. See you later. Bye bye.